Now we back. Sorry, lost connection. Not sure why. Heat. I don't know. But I hope you guys come back. Come on back. Come on back. We got another 15 minutes. Come on back. Hey, how you doing? Hey, David. I'm actually gonna answer some of these questions that you have, or statements. I want to say this person's name.
Hey, Devin.
Say this person's name.
Earthy.
Okay, so Earthy said, Earthy said, I got friendship 2 out of this one. My first husband taught me what I didn't want and what I would not tolerate. Come on back. Come on back. Oh, I'm not back. How am I going to tell people to come back and I'm not back? Shut up. I'm again, dumb.
Got a little disconnected, but please come back. Got a little bit more time. Chavez got something to drink. She doing better back there.
All right, I'm in here. You back in?
Mm-hmm. I'm in.
That one? Okay. All right. Hey, guys, come back. I'm sorry. Hey, Joy. Okay. Oh, now I can't answer the other questions. Well, I'm going to tell you Devin's little story if you read in the little comments from the other video. In Devin's story, since her ex-husband was abusive, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, even spiritually, I'm sure he had the devil in him. He cheated, so Devin decided to take his girlfriend. And end of story. There you go. So she spent a long time with that woman too. So there you go. Shamalama. But Devin, yeah, he wasn't a nice guy. I'm not gonna lie. He was terrible. Okay. So we're gonna keep going. And what we were talking about now is understanding that even though these things that we were talking about, they're an experience. So even if it was a negative experience, you'll continue to have more experiences throughout your life. So don't get stuck on that one negative experience and take that as how things will continue to be. It says, love everyone without expectation. What do you think?
You gotta expect something.
Like what?
Love to be loved back in return equally.
I don't think they mean necessarily that part. I mean the expectation is that I expect this person to be this way, that way. I think you need to just know the person, figure it out, and then know what your expectations can and can't be. Like you can't say, well, I expect you to do this, that, and the third because that's
why I love
you. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I don't love you. I love what I expected. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey, Samara.
Exactly.
That's
Hey, Queen.
That's fair.
I feel like that also has a lot to do with like being responsible for your own happiness.
Absolutely.
Because then a lot of people, and I see it a lot, that they expect the other person to make them happy, and then when they're not making them happy, it's like, this relationship is not going to work because you're not making me happy. But once that's also an expectation that people have when they go into a relationship, that you're making me happy. Like it should be like, okay, I'm happy with you and the things that we do together, but if you leave today, I'm not gonna, roll over and die. I'm still gonna live my life and still gonna know how to make myself happy and what I need to do to,
That's saying that if you're not happy, you can't make nobody else happy. That's
Right.
facts.
And honestly, what she just said, like she said, and if you leave me, I'm not gonna roll over and die. But which is a good statement that she said is because if you break up with somebody, some people fall into pressure.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You understand?
Indeed.
So, but not saying that that's going to be like, that's where you're going to stay now. I'm depressed. I'm walking around here. I don't want to eat. I want to drink. I want to talk. No, you know how to pick yourself back up, but you do fall down a little bit.
A little bit.
You
I was in a whole hole.
No, it's easier said than done.
I
Yes.
was in a hole. As a matter of fact, if Joy is back in here, she can tell you I wouldn't eat food. And it wasn't because, he left me. It was because sometimes you lose sense of self because you put so much into someone else that you forget who you are. You don't know what you like anymore. You don't know what you would do before then. Like, did I go outside on Thursdays? You forget who you are because you forget to make yourself happy, like she said. Happiness is an inside job. It really is. And if you don't take out time to make you happy, anybody leaving can destroy you.
And then also, if you don't know how to make yourself happy, you're continuously looking for a relationship. So it's like
Really, Joy?
when you're not in a relationship, you're not doing anything. You don't like yourself, or you don't, like you said, you don't want to eat and you don't want to do nothing until you meet somebody, and then you also rush, to be in that relationship just so you can feel like that person.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the next one is don't attach old feelings to your new ones, and that's exactly what you just said.
Yes.
Preach.
Exactly.
Yes. You don't want to do that.
Okay, so this one is a little weird to me. It says, remember to be humble but observant. I'm not even sure how to work that one. Humble but observant.
In a relationship?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you should be humble, period, as a person. But observant, that almost indicates not trusting someone anyway, doesn't it?
Well, you got old fools out here, that. Let me put it like this: like an old fool that they fall for anything. You don't stand for something, you fall for anything type of person. That I like you, but I'm watching your ways.
Okay.
I could tolerate some of the things that you do, and I think I want in on it. But I'm still watching you.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I can say being observant is important. Like,
Of course.
yeah, you should always know
You gotta watch.
what your surroundings
You gotta
are.
watch.
Pay attention to your surroundings.
Yeah.
And that goes back to like when I said, you're taking what the old person did and putting it on this person, because now you're kind of like watching out for these actions in a bad way. You're sitting back and you're like, okay, he didn't call me this time. He said he was going to call me this time. And when that person did that meant that he was doing this. And it's like it can be a bad thing. So I guess that's where the humble part. Like, you're not jumping to conclusions. You're just trying to learn.
Agreed. The next one they said is to take time to know yourself and your self-worth. The next one was take time to know yourself and your self-worth.
I'm the original Don Dada.
Oh.
You understand? I'm all that and then some.
Yes,
I'm allowing you in my world. That's how I feel. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm not you. If I don't love me, you can't love me.
Oh, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? I love me. I'm in love with me. Now let me love you.
They say we don't fall in love with the person. We fall in love with what they see in us. You remember yourself. You remember the love that you have for yourself, and they also feel that same way for you. That's what they say.
They master it.
Absolutely. If in the event a relationship doesn't work, and as Joyce said, don't lose yourself, you have to learn how to get through it. Because we can talk about loving ourselves, we can talk about being in great relationships, but what happens when you're not? What happens when that relationship fails? What do you do then? And how do you go through those stages of grief? Because, okay, even though it's not a person dying, you still mourn that relationship. You mourn when you lose a job. You mourn when you're not friends with a person anymore. Mourning is about loss. So how do you mourn healthily? Is that a word? Healthily?
Yeah.
Don't sound like a word. But how do you mourn in a healthy way? Yes. Switch it all around, right? How do you mourn in a healthy way as to move forward? Not just because not everybody can just take that pain and stuff it away and move on. So how do you mourn in a healthy way?
Do more for yourself.
I think that
Occupy your time. Yeah.
Occupy
Take
your time.
yourself to the movies. Take yourself to a dinner. You buy yourself some roses. You go to make yourself pretty. You go get your hair done, get a nice outfit, and you walk out on the town and let people hit on you.
Indeed.
And I think that also, like, if you learn to not take relationships not working personally, like the relationship could not work because we weren't compatible for each other. It's not something that you did or something that the other person did is not fault. You know, it's just that it didn't work. I mean, you know, not like abusive relationships and stuff like that. But in a regular relationship that ends is like, okay, he didn't leave, or she didn't leave because I'm fat, or because my hair is not a certain way, or because my hair is not personal. It's just that you two guys have to learn to be together, and you couldn't do it.
It's reasons and seasons, honey. Your season is over.
Season,
So
our lifetime.
sorry.
Okay?
But what things can we physically do? Mentally, the first thing is taking yourself out and learning to love yourself all over again. Start from scratch. I think actually letting yourself hurt for a minute.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to actually go through it so you can get through it.
Right.
You know? What do you think? Yeah,
Scream.
let it go.
Whatever you like.
Yeah,
I feel like Elsa.
Break a couple of bitches. Rip a couple of
Let
bitches
that out.
off.
Because like when I
Burn
was
it
with
as
my
long
ex,
as you know you
it was
did.
like I was crying,
all you
I'm
can.
crying, I'm so
Just
sad.
know
And then it
it's
just
okay
got to this
until
one
we
day,
get together.
and I'm just like,
That's
I
it.
don't have no more tears to
That's
cry. So what's next? Like, what I'm gonna do now? I can't cry no more.
Mhm.
It's done.
It's a wrap.
You
It's
know.
a doobie.
Like you said, I think it's
Joyce said, be open-minded as long as you know you did all that you can, and just know it's okay not to be together. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Good.
Because some people identify by who they're with. Right now, if you described yourself, I'll guarantee you that your mate will be somewhere in your description. In your head. You may not say it, but if you described yourself, your mate is part of who you are.
Or your children. I used to
Oh,
tell
yeah,
them,
your
or
children. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a mother of two. And
Exactly.
but what are you before you were a mom?
Exactly. Exactly. If you were to describe yourself in general, without using physical characteristics, what would be the first thing that comes to mind? Mine is loyal. I'm loyal. That's actually what my name means. And that's the one thing I will always be, is loyal.
I'm a homebody. I am a homebody. I love home.
Easy going. Probably too much for some people's taste.
But it doesn't matter. You
But
get easy
that's
going.
nowadays.
What about you, Mona?
Caring.
Caring. That's a
I'm
good
very
one.
caring.
She said, Karen, what?
She said I care too much.
Attribute.
I don't care
My
too
first
much.
attribute is boisterous.
Boisterous?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
First thing that comes to my mind.
Yes. About you. Oh, David said he's loving. You are loving, David.
Funny. That's the first thing.
Funny is good.
Read what David said.
But I'm the one in the past which I'm saying myself.
Okay,
Okay.
David.
Yeah, David said, I haven't been single in a lot of years. Hey, Sheila. But I'm in the past, I'd find someone else to help me get over her. Yeah, that's the let me get under somebody else to get over somebody else. I think a lot of people think that way, but it's not. It's not only that it's not healthy. Not everybody can do that physically, though. Not everybody feels that confident a lot of times either. Because I'll be honest with you, as much as I don't seem it, I'm very shy. Sounds like a lie, but I am. I'm very shy. And if anybody in my family is in here, you're lying if you say I'm not. But I couldn't just go to the next person. I can't physically. Say,
Way more shy than you are.
They saying Chavez not shy. She's saying she is.
I see, and that's where people get it confused, because I am boisterous, and when I have something to say, I'm going to say it. Or if I feel a certain type of way, I am going to say it, and I'm going to let you know. But just in a regular setting, I'm not going to walk into a room and people are like, hello, everybody, how are you? Like, I'll sit in a corner, and if someone speaks to me, I'm going to be respectful and speak back, and then that's how a conversation will start. But if you put me up in the podium, you know, in front of a room, I'm going to freeze up. Just
but
like
you
everybody
haven't.
else.
But you haven't.
Anybody looking at me?
Correct.
Oh, you mean you don't have a physical
Yeah,
person?
I mean,
Okay, I was like, you haven't.
Yeah.
But shy is not what everybody boxes it into.
Right.
I am boisterous. I'm loud, and if I walk inside of a room, people who don't speak make me uncomfortable. They make me nervous. So I have to speak, and I think it's a mechanism just so I could defend myself, just in case I don't trust you. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that I don't have those same uncomfortable feelings, Joy. Anyway. Anyway.
Yeah, I think shy has to do with, like you said, the uncomfortable, something that you feel uncomfortable with. And mine has always been my voice. Like when I was a kid, my voice was always deeper than the other girls, and like, oh, so you have a deep voice, you have a deep voice. In my head, I don't hear it. So when I hear myself, like, you know, in videos or if I watch a video of myself, I'm like, oh my God, I really do have to do that. And it took, well, when I was in the 7th grade, I had this one teacher, and we had to do speeches in front of the class, and, you know, I'm like, oh, yeah, she's like, you have to speak up. So, you know, I just did it because I didn't want to fail. So I spoke up, and I just, you know, pretended like no one was there. And then she was like, I like your voice. And it wasn't until she said that that I started speaking, you know. And I mean, still, I'm still, not that I liked it, but it was just that it wasn't a bad thing. You know, like everybody made it seem like, oh, you have a deeper voice or a raspy voice than everyone else. It made me feel like that was a bad thing. So when she said that she actually liked it, I'm like, okay, well, maybe there are some
Who did that
like
to you, Mom?
oh, wow.
Why you didn't tell her?
But it's not just being shy and speaking up. It could be shy with your body. You know, sometimes you don't want to show off certain things, like in your relationship, and you in a relationship with your mate, or you married, and you still like, oh, can you turn the light out? Or I'm gonna wear this shirt to bed, or I'm gonna
put the cover over you, and then it gets ripped off and taken and thrown inside the closet. Maybe I went somewhere.
Yes,
I went somewhere. I'm back now. I'm back.
Ooh, should we talk to you a little bit more about that?
I need a little lithium. No, I'm playing.
So it's not just being shy talking in front of people, because I'm not a person that will talk to the camera and things like that, but I'm open to it because I know it's going to help. So it's not like I'm like, yes, come on, we're going to be, no. I was like, I'd be confident and get myself. Yeah, I do
we
talk to
came in
myself
with a
mirror.
mic,
Yes.
running around with a mic, running through the rooms.
I'm like, hello, how you doing? Maybe that voice too high. Hello, how you doing? I had to practice because I'm not. This is not me. What about you, Karen?
Well, you already see,
Karen,
I'm not that girl. I'm cool right here. Chasing her with the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, we went way over time.
Ooh.
So
Good night.
we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna say good night.
I'm gonna say thank you.
Thank you.
To Shabay, Ronell, and Babe, which is Net or Pat.
Thank you.
Don't call me Pat.
Oh,
I fight people.
oh.
Oh, what's your name?
What should we call you?
Oh, Net.
Or Chance.
Net or Chance.
Joy said something that I want to say before we leave. She said it took 2 marriages and umpteen breaks up for her to realize that I want out of a relationship. Aren't you in one? I don't think you're supposed to post that. Anyway,
delete.
right? You know, deny. This is a 45 moment. But I think the reason I wanted to say that, good night, David. The reason I wanted to say that is because I think oftentimes people don't realize that they think that they're defined by a relationship, so they stay in relationships that are terrible for them.
Yes.
And
get out.
Amen.
Exactly.
Run, Sally, run.
Yes.
Get out.
So what I will say to you, and this is for every show, is that if it is to be, it is up to me. Indeed. Love you.
So we want to say thank you. See you next Thursday.
See you later. See you later.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you for coming.